morning, everybody. Today is August 7th. It is blazing hot, humid. It's gross feeling out, but I love the heat. Man, he is loving crowing his heart out. Aren't you, Doodles? Yeah, he got pretty noisy, which is fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed all the pictures from my little outing yesterday at my friend's farm. I was there basically all day, got to pet all of his cows, well, at least not the beef. They're a little more flighty. All the milkers and those calves are really sweet though, so it was a good time hanging out with him. Got all of his equipment back, so don't have to worry about that anymore. I gotta grab some eggs today, and that's really about it for the chickens. They're pretty easy going right now. And the bees are kind of bearding on the outside of the hive. It's a little toasty, so they're kind of all moving out, so that way they can cool the hive off a little bit more, but that's about it. Okay, I caved and I filled it up. They were begging pretty hard, but I didn't fill it up too full, so that way they can get outside before it gets too hot out, because once the sun hits their patch of grass, they're pretty much done with it for the day. Because I had to take off so early yesterday, I didn't grab any eggs, so there's a lot of eggs. Let's see how much is under there. Quite a few under there. I think maybe about 4, 3 and 3, and then 4 and 1, so quite a bit today. Usually the chickens will lay all their eggs in the morning, and then they're done for the rest of the day. Howdy y'all, today is August 8th. It is another toasty day out. The chickens are hanging out in the shade. They're really not doing too much today. I have some updates on the property. So the lender got the appraisal stuff back, and the property appraised for the value that they were selling it at, which is great. Just kind of working through some final things, and closing date is tentatively set for August 19th. So not this Friday, but next Friday. So a lot of things to do in the meantime, as far as just getting some things figured out. I still don't have the results from the soil test back yet, but as soon as I do get them, I will let you know. So that's basically the updates right now. Howdy y'all, today is August 9th. It has been overcast and kind of rainy all day, so the ground's getting wet, so I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to move their fence. I've been letting this grow up. This is the sunniest side normally, so the chickens don't really come out too often. So all the other areas are a little bit more shady. So I'm not really seeing too many 90s in the forecast for the upcoming week, so I think the chickens will be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it so that we can get some more fresh grass. The mosquitoes are terrible this evening. Can't even sit out here and enjoy it. But I got a fix for that. Much better. Since it's only in the 60s, it's not that bad to be sitting here wearing this. Now the mosquitoes can just buzz all around me and not do anything. You know, one pro of wearing your bee suit out when you're messing with chickens is you got a ton of pockets, a ton of big pockets, so you can just pop your eggs right on in. So that makes it kind of nice. Howdy y'all, today is August 11th and I just had a package come in the mail, so let's open it up. Alright, so first thing I got was another hive tool. I actually got 2 in here. Taped up pretty good. So when I ran back the beekeeping equipment to my friend, I gave him mine just because he didn't have one, and these things are pretty handy. So it was only a couple bucks more to get 2 versus 1, so I went ahead and got the 2 so I'd have a backup just in case, or if I have beehives on different properties I can kind of have tools in different spots. The other thing I got was a bee brush. So my friend had one of these and it made things so easy, so that was a no-brainer to get. It'll be a lot easier getting the bees off the drone combs. Also, when I harvest honey again next year, this will come in handy. Basically, if I ever have to get bees off anything, this is perfect. So, got a bee brush. And then last but not least is this crazy looking thing. So, let me open it up. So this here is a queen cage. So basically when I find the queen, I can just go stick it on the frame and then she's trapped in there and she can't get out. So the reason for doing this is to break that varroa mite brood cycle. So you cage her up for a little while and then you eventually let her back out. So that way she's not laying eggs, and that way mites aren't hatching even more. So, because it doesn't matter what sort of cell it is, if it's a worker cell or a drone cell, mites will still get in there. They just prefer drone cells. So that's what this is kind of handy for. So the queen is not laying anything, so those mites have nowhere to go hatch any more babies. So kind of a nice little tool that I'll be using here in a little while. So I just got a few bee things, and I should have got a top feeder. I completely spaced on that because you don't want to use entrance feeders. Basically it is, so this was the entrance feeder that I used springtime. You pop that in the hive, this is sugar water, and they come through and drink here. You don't want to use that in the fall just because once again you have scout bees coming out all the time and sniffing out, and they'll smell this and then raid my hive, so I just don't want to do that. So if you put the feeder inside the hive, only my bees will get it and things will be better. So that was just kind of a few things that came in the mail today. So another fun development this week is the 5th grade teacher, where I did the chick hatching project with her. She reached out to me today, and it's looking like the project's going to expand a little bit, and it's going to open up to all the 5th grade classes in that elementary school. So there's going to be, I think, another 4 or 5 classes doing it. They're going to write a grant to get incubators and everything, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to give them the eggs and kind of guide them through that process, and then take the chicks when they hatch and they're kind of done with them. So that'll be pretty fun. So that'll probably happen second semester, so next spring. So we still got some time on that, but kind of a fun little update that we're kind of working through at the moment. So that'll be cool. I'm excited for the kids and everything going on with that. And last but not least, the soil test did come back. I just don't have it in front of me because I'm not in front of my computer, but it honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think the organic matter was at 3.5%. I didn't think it was even going to hit 1%. So I am happy to see that. It's not where I like it, but it's definitely better than where I thought it would be. So I will go over that with you guys more in depth once I have it in front of me, and then I can pop it up on the screen and show you what all I'm looking at.